Well, howdy there, folks. It's John Pelham. I was getting ready for this particular video yesterday, which was Wednesday, um, September the 11th, 9/11. And I kind of was looking at a different theme, and I decided that I would focus a little bit in on that horrible day that so many of us remember exactly where we were and what we were doing. And I found a poem that was written anonymously. Now we don't know who the writer was, that I really thought captured what we as Christians need to think about as we look at horrible things like that. And I'm going to read just a little bit of an introduction to it. It's hard to believe that September 11th marks 22 years, obviously this was done last year, since the horrific terrorist attacks that forever changed the United States of America. You probably remember where you were, but many ask, where was God? I was able to speak with Lisa Jefferson shortly after 9/11. She was a GTE operator who took the call from Todd Beamer, who was on Flight 93, which crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Lisa wrote a book entitled Called, and I asked her to read the poem in the back of the book entitled Meet Me in the Stairwell. I believe it answers definitively where God was on that fateful day. Meet me in the stairwell, author unknown. You say you'll never forget where you were when you heard the news on September 11th, 2001. Neither will I. I was on the 110th floor in a smoke-filled room with a man who called his wife to say goodbye. I held his fingers steady as he dialed. I gave him the piece to say, honey, I'm not going to make it, but it's okay. I'm ready to go. I was with his wife when he called as she fed breakfast to their children. I held her up as she tried to understand his words and as she realized he wasn't coming home that night. I was on the stairwell of the 23rd floor when a woman cried out to me for help. I've been knocking on the door of your heart for 50 years, I said. Of course, I will show you the way home. Only believe in me now. I was at the base of the building with the priest ministering to the injured, devastated souls. I took him home to tend to his flock in heaven. He heard my voice and answered. I was on all four of those planes, in every seat, with every prayer. I was with the crew as they were taken. I was in the very hearts of the believers there, comforting and assuring them that their faith had saved them. I was in Texas, Virginia, California, Michigan, Afghanistan. I was standing next to you when you heard the terrible news. Did you sense me? I want you to know that I saw every face. I knew every name. Though not all know me, some met me for the first time on the 86th floor. Some sought me with their last breath. Some couldn't hear me calling to them through the smoke and flames. Come to me, this way, take my hand. Some chose for the final time to ignore me, but I was there. I didn't place you in the tower that day. You may not know why, but I do. However, if you were there in that explosive moment in time, would you have reached out for me? September 11th, 2001 was not the end of the journey for you, but someday your journey will end, and I'll be there to help you as well. Seek me now while I may be found. Then at any moment, you know you are ready to go. I'll be in the stairwell of your final moments. Love, God. And I guess that sort of goes along with a song I used in my last um, video that Josh sang so well, Elvis Presley's song called Stand By Me. And I think whether we know it or not, whether we accept it or not, we do have God standing by us. And through every disaster, through every flood, through every famine, through every airplane crash, through whatever tragedies we go through, He's there. We just need to know it, and we need to accept it. Folks, thanks for watching. Hope that you'll be in church this Sunday, and that you'll be with me next time we do one of these. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.